Hi, Wolfpack fans. Marcy Bullock here to talk about LinkedIn. This is part one of a two-part webinar. We're going to begin with the best real estate on the market for you if someone is going to be looking you up online to find out what kind of expertise you have, if you are a strong candidate for your future career aspirations. The first thing they're going to see is your LinkedIn profile. So notice right up here on our LinkedIn profile, we're starting off with this URL, which we call a vanity URL. That means that it's not the random assigned numbers and percentage signs that LinkedIn gives you, but you actually, when you set up your profile, you edit this. And there's more than one William Burns, so he has had to do a dash and a number one. Now, LinkedIn, as we know, best real estate on the market out there. People are going to be finding out about us. We're going to be finding out about them. And there's 185,000 alumni on LinkedIn. So it's a great way for you to do some networking. Now, the one thing I want you to notice, I'm using a couple of examples here. I'm going to use a STEM major from engineering and a humanities major to give you a contrast of two different people. So first of all, Will has chosen a background picture for his LinkedIn profile. Now, some people say, oh, just focus on your face, just have the blue generic LinkedIn background. I kind of like showing a little bit of your personality, and I think that is why he has chosen that background. Then we've got your headshot. So we've got Will in his polo. It's got the NC State brand on it. He's got the green leaves on his background. We can see his face. There is a little bit of shadowing here. I'll show you another example of one. Try to match your headshot with the companies that you're aspiring to join. So if you're aspiring to join a Silicon Valley tech company, then the polo would probably be very appropriate. If you're aspiring to be a consultant at a very conservative company, then you might want to go with a blazer. All of that will help you to match up with the image that that organization is seeking in their candidates. So two really important visuals right here. The other one that I'll show you is going to be Isabel. And just to give you a contrast there, we've got the NC State beautiful background here. We've got the picture. It's not just a headshot. It shows a little bit more. Very excellent photograph here. And these are different ways that people can choose to promote themselves. I also want to show you Sade. I really like what she's done on her LinkedIn. So she has not graduated yet, as the first two people have. She's on the business side, and she has selected a background here that she really likes, and then she looks very professional here in her headshot. So we've got three examples here of the visuals that we would like to choose for our LinkedIn profile. Now, with each one of these, we're now going to move into the headliner. That's what I call this section right here. The headliner is what a company might search you on with key words. So it can include what you hope to do in the future, and it can include what you offer. So Will has chosen some words here with some separation to help us understand the direction that he wants to go in and what he brings to the table. In the second example with Isabel, she has chosen the kind of role that she would like to have. And you'll notice here too, it says open to job opportunities. So she has gone into this section up here and she has turned that on. So recruiters know she is seeking employment. And then as we look at our third one, we've got the example of some really great descriptive words about Sade. She's analytical, determined, committed, and a music enthusiast. So in each one of these, it shows a little bit about this person. Now it's asking me, do I want to endorse her for this skill? So I have the opportunity to skip that if I don't want to endorse that at this point. And then I can scroll down and I'm going to get into the summary statement. So Sade has kept a very, I'm going to try and make this a little bigger for my screenshot demo here. She has chosen a very concise, overview of her summary statement, but she has included some unique things about her, and she has also included the type of information that she wants an employer to know that she is seeking to enter. For Isabel, we've got a little bit of a longer section here where she goes into the information about her background and then her strengths, and some people like to put in their personality type as well. So that one is actually not longer, but it's a great example. And I think Will's may be showing us the version that is a little bit longer. Yes, he is. Now, there are different opinions on this. I liked what Lindsay Pollock, workforce expert, told me in the Wolfpack Career Chats podcast that we had very recently. She said, imagine that someone is charging you $100 for every word on your LinkedIn summary. So that means that you're going to be really careful to make sure that every word you choose is important and that it is describing you. So she would probably go with the first two, Sade and Isabel, which are a little bit more concise. I like to give as much information as possible, so I tend to use all the characters available. One thing that a lot of students make a mistake on is they forget to have a call to action. I welcome connections from professionals or students in the engineering field. So right away, we're focused in on the industry this candidate wants to enter. Also, there's information about the fitness industry, and I know that Will was applying to places like Peloton, so it shows more specifically the direction that he hopes to go in. And look at this, his email is very clear here. It's not difficult for us to follow up and find a way to connect to him. So I would encourage you to think about the picture, to think about how it matches up with the industry that you want to enter, to make sure that you go into the jobs and you select open candidates so everyone knows that you are looking for a position, and also encourage you to make sure that you include the headline and the summary, which is specific. Now, in the next video, we're going to be talking about the experience section and how you can include media and examples as you are promoting yourself on LinkedIn.